Okay, how you doing? It's me, Zacarias. Um, can't wait to get this hair braid today because it's 4 something now, Central Time, almost 5 o'clock, and get myself hey, to go. I guess that fat pay from McDonald's got me not wanting to on medication and just being up all night, just looking at stuff on there. I just happened to find a clip. As you know, the Queen of Banda, Jean Rivera had passed away back in 2012, same year Whitney Houston had passed away. She died in December in a plane crash in Monterrey, Mexico. If you used to watch Jean Rivera, because I'm not too much, I like the Hano salsa, merengue, cumbia norteño, not too much bachata, um, and mariachi. I do like mariachi music. I also like reggaeton, and so I used to watch Jean Rivera. I mean, how I knew about Jean Rivera because I went to El Paso and Job 2004, 5, and 6. And El Paso, Texas is not like, trust me, if you're used to Mexican food and culture being Tex-Mex, it's a whole different culture. It's true Mexico down there in El Paso, Texas, right there by Juarez. So it shocked me because I thought norteño, which is northern Mexican music, like the group of Limite, a little bit intercalates like the Tejano norteño at the same time. Pasado, yeah, Pasado, and many other groups. There, I think Los Tigres del Norte, excuse me, that's norteño and Korea, and when I went down there, the Tejano music was not like San Antonio. It was like, San Antonio was the capital Tejano music, but it wasn't. So, not to give you a big story. So, I know about Jim Rivera from Lapio Rivera came perform sometime in El Paso, Texas. Actually, too, Jim Rivera, her music was popular down there because banda is very popular in El Paso. It's like California. So when I got to California, what the heck? Where's the Harlem music? Where's some Barry Polito? You know what I'm saying? Emilio or something, or Elsa Garcia, or you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know, man, you can tell I listen to Harlem music. Okay, so not to get a big story because it's about her daughter using the N word. And so I like Jen Rivera. I like her beauty and everything, but I wasn't too much into her music as much because I'm not into Banda. I almost got used to Banda, but as soon as I got back to Houston, I got rid of that. You know what I'm saying? So I remember seeing her mother, I mean, Chiquis, the one who's using who got controversy, right? Chiquis' mother, Jen Rivera, was on. Not Saba Gigante was a Gola Flaca, the one we had to talk about early this past week. Um, they had Evie Queen, the Queen of Reggaeton. Evie Queen was were friends, and before she passed away, and Evie Queen, she was singing reggae. Jim Rivera was singing one of her songs, one of Evie Queen's songs. Evie Queen's Puerto Rican, excuse me. So and that's when I came back to Houston. I saw them on Univision. So, and I remember watching. So I used to watch Chiquis and Roxy. Chiquis is the girl who actually was saying "Hello, my niggas," y'all my niggas. So got in trouble for saying it. Okay. She had a show called Chiquis and Roxy. Roxy was her friend, who's a DJ in Los Angeles. What is she? She's South Mexican. So I think she is Mexican too. Okay. So I know she's Hispanic, but I just didn't know what the origin. So I watched the show. Then they started making I Love Jenny because Jenny Rivera wanted her own show, and it's about Jenny Rivera and her family, a reality show. And I started watching there besides watching Chiquis Roxy. Got to know more about Jenny Rivera's life. Got to know about got to bring about the tragic situation that happened to Chiquis and her sister, not her sister, Jenny Rivera's sister, because her sister is younger, like close by my age. And she's a preacher. Yeah, not Pentecostal. She's a Presbyterian preacher. Cause I think the Rivera's a Presbyterian. And so something tragic. I'm not gonna talk about it because if you know about that, like you read about it, okay? Cause it's very tragic. So I mean, that really hurt my heart. Well, go ahead and admit it. When Drew Rivera's ex-husband had sexual relations, both um, Chickies and Drew Rivera's younger sister, okay, who's now older, who's about my age. He's locked up. thank God. That really hurt me. It was like 2010 or 11 when I saw the episode about that. Cause they were trying to do a campaign or something, a fundraiser for help those who victims of sexual abuse. Sexual abuse. They really hurt me. Cause I didn't know that was that deep. Cause I was wondering where's their father. And, like, and I found out. Okay, that's a hard way. Um, and I remember even they was translating in English with the her sister, which is Chiquis' aunt, who's about my age, because they're not that far apart. Because Chiquis Rivera had her when she was 16. Had Chiquis when she was 16 or 16 when she was young, teenager, but she came out and she was married and became a singer and stuff. So she really came out the hood, became famous. So much Rivera, her mother. So when I saw, not to take the subject off the video, when I saw that, it really hurt my heart about Chiquis. And Chiquis was my favorite character on. I mean, she's a real person on the show. Chiquis and Roxy and I Love Jenny. And I remember the black friend she talking about because he's on there sometimes. And never thought they would use their N word. Never thought, but just like she learned, like Jennifer Lopez learned from her mistake. Okay, so and I remember, I'm sure you heard hear me many times talk about Latinos, whether Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Cuban, Salvadorian. We have a lot of Salvadorians here in Houston. Guatemala. We have some Guatemalans here too. Honduran. I don't care. I know many of y'all are Afro mestizo. Okay, I'm sorry, not all of y'all, but I mean every Spanish colony there was an African slave there. Okay, and I don't even get the deep detail there, but still, even just look at Chiquis' lips, I wouldn't be shocked that Jim Rivera or maybe the crazy sicko father of hers have some African blood, okay, with them big lips, okay. I mean, that's just right there, okay, because I have big lips. So, they don't give you a pass to say the N word. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't go around. I will admit, the only person I call nigga who is a Latino, who's Afro mestizo, is George Zimmer. And I use it disrespectfully. I don't use it out of endurement. I don't call myself the N word. I hate when brothers got there. And I'm a mixed race person too, black, white, and American descent. And many of us are. We're not just people just claim to be pure black because of one drop rule and black nationalism. Okay, I don't care for that. Okay, One Draw Rule was kicked out of the court. After Loving versus Virginia. Okay, so I check 3 boxes. Okay, but I don't go around calling myself my nigga because I know that my pure and partial African ancestors was killed, murdered, and raped, and all that stuff. And so I don't glorify the word. And when I called George Zimmerman, who killed Trayvon, because George Zimmerman was trying to be Porto white, I know he's part white on his dad's side, but his mother is African, she's a Peruvian. Okay, he killed Trayvon Martin, and he finally, he was trying to fit in the white community. I just, I mean, Porto. Let me say something to anybody who watch my videos who is Chicano or any of Americanized Latino, if you're not Mexican descent. Okay, I don't call folks who don't know their culture, who don't speak English, speak Spanish. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about those who whitewash, who want to just be like white racist people, Anglo people. You know what I'm saying? They don't like black people. They make fun of other Hispanic people, especially if they're immigrants. Those type, okay? Because I've seen that. I mean, coming from Texas, which is mostly Tex-Mex, I've seen it add to a lot. And even though George Zimmerman is not Mexican, he's Hispanic though. And many of those, I mean, there are those who are born here who do not like that culture, or they do like that culture to a certain extent, but try to blend into the white American pie, I try to say, and and then start hate on black people or hate on, it just, and that's how I say, oh, that's a portrait to because a Mexican immigrant or any Latino immigrant has no reason to hate black people. I know there's Afro Latinos. I'm talking about in the looks, another besides the heritage, the ancestry. They may look get mistreated down in Latin America. I'm sure about. I read about Mexican, Afro Mexican people besides the indigenous. Okay, not only it's like a Eurocentric thing, a colorism down there in Mexico where the indigenous and Afro Mexican, they look because they're all Afro mestizos. Get treated. People who look indigenous or people who look more African get treated badly. I'm talking about then compared to those who are more cocoa mestizo, which is not, they're just a mixture of all three, but look less black and more indigenous, less indigenous. They look more close to Widow Spanish, okay? White Spanish. So Spaniard. So point is, there's like colorism and like colorism is like all over. Just not in Latin. I mean, just it's not only happening in the African American descendant community. It's also happening in the Hispanic community. It's also happening in the African Caribbean community. Cause like those who even watching the video on, what's it called? Jamaica, and I thought Jamaica was very Afrocentric since they had the Rastafarians there, and he had the Bob Marley, his part white. He was more into the Afrocentric mentality, and what's his name, the Marcus Garvey, who's a founder of Black nationalism. So I never thought that they would be bleaching their skin, but then I thought, so Cullen Paul is Jamaican American. He looks, his parents. If you saw Cullen Paul parents, they almost passed white. So them people around Jamaica and those who down the bottom who are darkest, like Biggie, and Biggie's Jamaican, the one who passed away already. So they at the bottom. It's not only happening. It's throughout the Caribbean, especially in Haiti. It's also happening in Latin America. Okay, especially Puerto Rico and Mexico. I mean, dang. So I know about that. But if I go there, I get treated better, which is Langston Hughes and many other, Debbie Allen and Rachel Shaw Allen. They went out to Mexico and they got treated good. Okay, the Black Seminoles. I mean, I know my history. Cross the Rio Grande doing slavery, and they was treated like better. The Mexican army defend them from white people from the Texas South coming down and trying to grab them to become slaves. So I know my history, so that's why I use the word portrait when I'm talking about, because that's American. Remember, this hate on black people or hate on the immigrant, Mexican, Latino people, that is a white racist mentality. Okay, that's not a Latino or a historical Latino or African American mentality. Okay, so when you have, what I'm saying, and I have to educate my people here in the United States who are African American. Stop thinking every Mexican think the same doggone way, because one Mexican, especially if they're born here or they're raised here, if they're Americanized, they got here as an immigrant, got Americanized fast. Okay, and they end up being racist towards you. Not all Mexican and other Hispanic people are like that. I hang around those who are also born who are not racist, who are very intelligent people who are not the poor mentality. They're Chicanos. They're born, they're intelligent, and when it comes to different races and everything. And I actually met those who even, I was in El Paso. Met one dude with thin lips, light complected, even fair complected, dark hair. This dude even admitted he had black Mexican ancestry, Afro-Mexican ancestry. Okay? And so, point is, he was a recruiter, armed recruiter at Job Corps. I mean, tell his business, but there you go. Okay? But, that's how, I thank the Lord I got to know people, and I look at people as individuals, not as a group. So when I say poetry, I am not talking about people who are born here, who are Latino descent, more especially Mexican, who don't know or who didn't raise into their culture, or they're very Americanized, or where their culture is. Where I'm not talking about y'all. And one thing, Mariah Carey is not part of Mexican. She's Venezuelan. She don't know Spanish. Man, she had to learn the song Mi Todo, My All in Spanish. She had to learn Hero in Spanish. I mean, because she sang that song back in '93 in Spanish. Okay, I heard it on the Hound Station here in Houston. They played it Mariah Carey. Okay, so that's how Zachary is gonna know something. Okay, so I'm not making fun of that, because I mean that's not her fault that she not know Spanish when her grandfather came from Venezuela and changed his name from Roberto Luis to Robert Carey and then married an African American woman. Okay, so hey, Hattie Cole is her grandmother real name? Yeah, Hattie Cole Carey. Actually, remember Hattie Cole Nunez, because it's Mariah Nunez instead of Mariah Carey. But going back to Chiquis thing, they don't. I mean, one thing like the Latinos who do use this word. I understand your Coco. I'm sorry. Go ahead and start being fair, judgmental. I'm talking about my people. African American people, when they light skin, dark skin, hair, king curly hair, if their mama is not black or they're not black, and the other one is, no, I don't, whatever, okay? Ancestry mixed whatever, okay? Using that word are very, I'm sorry to say, I'm gonna be called everything out of the book, are very, being like Jim Crow, jigaboos, coons, and pickaninnies when they call themselves niggas and want you to call them niggas. Because niggas, I'm sorry, if you talk to Harry Tubman about that, if you talk to Ferris Douglas about that, speaking of Michelle, he's part white too, very Douglas, okay? If you talk to Sojourner Truth, Okay, go back to Memorial Day time. You talk to Martin King or They Was Live, or even I'm not too much of a fan of Malcolm X, but you can ask him about that. If you call, would you want to? I mean, they will tell you that it's crazy. You would thought that you can call them niggas. Okay, so these, I mean, I'm serious, and just like I was looking at trend and the song, the white lady from University of California, excuse me, what's it called, Oklahoma at the SEE to fraternity. Okay, she was singing Go Everything, and I remember hearing the song, the edited version. I never actually heard the song until this the real explicit lyrics, okay, until this incident about them saying never been in the SE or SEA, whatever they was calling it, okay. All right, so when she said okay, see, I'm talking about, she felt, I'm sorry to say, she a white lady and she know better, okay. She felt since black people using Trinidad James, using that word nigga, it was okay because I'm listening to his music and black person song. They using what's wrong with me using it. Even though I'm not black. It's bro by a black person. That's what her mind saying. So I know me, I listen to Pac and Biggie and all them rappers. I like some of their songs, but when they using the N word, I don't condone it. And see, now nigga is now being used as some type of good word to call. Or we change stuff. You don't change. When it's negative, you cannot change negative things. Okay? You can't change racism and make it look good. Okay? So Chiquis is learning her lesson. Just like Jennifer Lopez learned her lesson. I know she Puerto Rican, y'all, and I know she might have some black in her too. I don't speak that behind her. But still, let me let y'all know, Latinos, they are racially mixed, okay? And majority, many of our Afro mestizo, okay? But historically, and I'm not using the one drop reverse rule on them, they was classified as white, okay, back in the 1900s when Mexico, when they were, instead of kicking every Mexican person out of the Southwest, they made Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, the United States bill. The United States signed the bill, and all the way to making citizens was classified as whites. But socially, they knew they was not white and they were not treated like whites. That's why you had Cesar Chavez and the what was that, Puerto Rican group? Okay, so not only just the Mexicans, but the Puerto Ricans was too. I mean, and remember before Brown versus Education, the Westheimer, I forgot, versus Mendez case. Okay, Mendez was, and this was a Mexican couple. Was it Mendez? I'm not sure. They're from California. Yeah, it was Mendez, and versus Westheimer, and they was, the Mexican man was Mexican, and the wife was Puerto Rican. They were living in California. The the daughters still live today. Their daughters, because their parents passed away, and their parents had fought hard because they were trying to kick every Mexican and any other Hispanic out of their white schools. And if you was arguing, well, they white anyway, why was that? So what happened was they fought hard to be in those schools, and that's the whole reason why before Brown versus education allowed people African American descent be in school, because of not really white rule. That's also African American descent. I mean, it was not pure African. Okay, those who classify as black, it was pure or not pure, whatever. Okay, because one drop rule, they Latino had a Latino escape the one drop rule. They fought for to be in white schools, which is like in my grandparents on my dad's side, and on my mom's side it wasn't to my Mexicans. They was in a small town, but in my dad's side they grew up in New Mexicans, and they New Mexicans with the white schools, and I'm like, how the heck that happened? They're not white. Well, they're not, of course. But they fought, and I really found out about the Mendez versus Westheimer case, and they fought hard to allow Mexican and Latinos to go to white schools, and that's before Brown versus education. Okay, so I'm reading all this historical stuff to make you realize. So by the man classified whites, I'm not saying all. I'm not saying the portrait mentality. Okay, not all Latinos were racist, but the ones who were racist, they got adapted the white racists from white racist people. Even though white people was calling them WITCKs and SPICs. Okay? So that's the whole reason why. And the whole idea of marrying, I mean, even Latin America, they do, I mean, this is practice, marrying Mahola Rasa, marrying somebody better, lighter than you, or marrying somebody that's white, because a lot of white Europeans from Spain and other countries went to different Latin American countries, especially Mexico, and whitened up and it's like the late 1800s and early 1900s, okay? So, and I mean, we already talked about Jose Vasconcelos, La Cosmo, La Raza Cosmica, his essay, the essay. Now I ain't talking about I ain't talking about no Cholo essay. I'm talking about the right paper, the paper essay. You do for college. Like I'm in school, I do some more essays to write for college. Okay, he wrote about finding new mestizo and the Negro race will go away. I mean, it's what I read in the Mexican Encyclopedia of Mexico when I was in back in '99 here in Houston, and I read about that. About that's why Mexican has the national emblem is mestizo, Spanish and Indian. They forget the black part of Mexico. So, and a lot of Afro is a lot of extreme racial mixing between Spanish and Africans and Native Americans. I don't deny Mexicans being part black. Okay, I don't deny that. That's why I'm not shocked that George Lopez DNA came out 4%, which is the DNA test don't have all the answers because it only go back a couple of generations, so they don't take every detail. A lot of folks know it's called look for DNA's host, the video. Okay, they tell you about that. Okay, so let you know that's why. So, like for example, it says, what's the movie? It's not Glory. What's the movie? Glory Road or yeah, I mean, I watched the movie and I'm from Texas and I saw about the West Texas a lot of black students and remember when the white students the blacks got into it and the Spanish dude came and try to protect try to defend the white. That's the time of the portrait mentality. There we go. Okay, that man at the time, if he's still living, bought into that white racist mentality. Since you accept into the club, even though you can't enjoy the kind of not like Mexicans either. Besides them being not all Mexicans and Latinos are Catholic, but many were at the time. Okay, before the anti-Catholicism started coming in with the trying to convert people to Protestant mess. Okay, so I'm not a Protestant, so I know about this. So what happened is during that time, that's why some Mexicans and some other Hispanics, including Puerto Ricans too, they have Puerto Ricans who are not like African Americans either. Okay, they might have black grandma, whatever. Still, I mean that's why the black grandma clause. You hear about that term, okay? Cause once again, mejor la raza, marry somebody white and we live better and live a dream, okay? But they learn their mentality. The Jim Crow law, Jim Crow racism was on Hollywood, okay, and that type of mess, okay, and the that's and you classify why you might as well go along with the crowd thing. You get my point, okay? But as people know, a lot of Latinos start recognizing they were not considered white in society. They were considered white by law, but not society. So they had to fight for their rights, just like Martin King and the rest of the civil rights leaders had to fight for their rights. Actually, Martin King Civil Child before Martin King was killed. Martin King Civil Child was friends, and they were trying to organize a poor people's march where they had blacks, white, poor whites, Hispanics, which is Puerto Rican Mexicans at the time, before we had the other Latinos come in, um, and who else? And the Americans. So, and they're supposed to make a poor people march. And before Martin King was killed, there was supposed to be an organization between him and Civil Child. They actually was talking on the phone. Okay, that's how I know my history, y'all. So, um, this is the reason why that I'm bringing this up because when I grew up, when I was in the east part of Harris County, before it was predominantly Latino, some Latinos, I mean, tried to be racist like white racist people, and that's why I talk about the cultural mentality. This is from childhood, you know, and I never forget. And I mean, about colorism and everything in my skin tone. And I'm not saying I'm pale, but I'm gonna say this. A white friend who then became redneck was a cool friend at the time. He's a child, and he drew a picture because they remember there was no. I mean, the Creole need to start making different skin tones because brown color makes me darker than I'm already brown, maybe like dark chocolate brown. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. So if I was Crayola myself, they would not have a right skin. I think they do now, but like in the 90s, they started making different skin tones for children. Not all of us look alike since we all racially mixed. So what happened was my white so-called friend later on, but he was cool at the time, like in second time we be in first grade. Remember, I fell for listening to Whitney Houston and listen to music coming home and doing my homework. We got the color, and he made me peach. So the Hispanic guy, even though we kind of cool, I really don't talk to him on Facebook, but he grew out his racism at the time. He said, "Nah, Zach ain't white. He black, and you should get a black crayon." He didn't say no brown. He said a black. So I'm thinking, even though I know about Jim Crow racism, I'm already got exposed from the older people who around me who talk about this type of stuff. And actually, I know too much as I got older. So I'm thinking in my head, tar baby color type of thing. And I know he was coming trying to make fun of me because of my black African American heritage. So the reason I'm bringing it up is because the white friend said, no, but of course, he's not white, but he not that black. So they know sometimes white folks do, some of them know that we don't look like, okay? So they'll get that top line. So the reason why I'm bringing this up, because the Hispanic man the Hispanic dude was trying to exploit me, you know what I'm saying, and make fun because even though my skin don't match the same complexion same color of my hair, okay? And I'm considered, black, even though I'm not pure black, and now we can check 3 boxes now. Before they had that in the 80s, okay? He was making fun of that. And as I know, it's a portion mentality. When I had racism with white people, some Hispanics would try to go on and try to take their side like a bunch of porchos. So that's why I use that word porcho, okay? And I noticed when I was around Mexican immigrants, not all, but majority would treat me nice. And like me speaking Spanish, they love it when I speak Spanish. But Chicano who's born here would get offended. I'm like, and one Hispanic girl who is Americanized told me, why would they get offended? She said, it's her words, we're Hispanic, we supposed to speak Spanish. And I kind of agree with her. I'm not saying, because I know I've seen people, which is wrong. There's some Mexican people, first generation, second generation Mexican Americans, or even Hispanic period, who are first generation, second American, maybe third, who culturally in their culture, in the Hispanic culture, who speak Spanish and everything, eat the food and everything. They'll make fun of those who don't know that, who are Hispanic, who are very Americanized, and who are not racist. I've seen this before. I was in Job Corps. A couple of friends of mine were not racist, and they hung around black folks in Kansas. They're frenemies now, and about race and things. But the other black friends, they were cool with them. They wasn't cool with me. I don't know what it was about me, but we were friends. They was picked on by other Hispanic people at Job Corps who was from Juarez who spoke Spanish, and they like, what these Mexican dudes? They don't know how to speak Spanish. What the heck is wrong with them? So I'm not making fun of them. I'm not saying that's okay. That's not right. Okay, but the ones I speak Spanish to, who they love it when I speak Spanish, they have no problem liking the music. They don't have no problem singing Spanish music. But the ones who hear have a problem. But yet, look at this. They'll go back around and listen to some, so I listen to Jay-Z and some Kanye and rap songs and everything. Every doggone lyric. I don't even know the doggone lyrics. They know more than what I do. You know what I'm saying? They'll listen to some oldies. Now besides Charlos, they listen to the oldies. Listen to some Mary Wells or some Temptations. I'm into Diana Ross. Okay, but you know what I'm saying? So my question, you can listen to my R&B and my hip hop. What the heck is wrong with you? And I can't listen to her. I'm not no slave. Slavery died a long time ago. And just because some other brothers and sisters don't do the thing I do, I'm my own individual. So that's why I talk about the Porsche mentality. Because what they're saying is because I have one job of African American blood, I can't do shit. The cuss. That's exactly what they're trying to say. So anybody, when I say when I see the bills, I'm not talking about Americanized Hispanic people who don't know Spanish or who do know Spanish, who've been called Porsche for other people. I'm not talking about you. So don't think I'm talking about you. I'm talking about these racist ones like George Zimmer, like the lady I recall, you remember in Arizona, she called the bus drivers all type of niggas. She's Hispanic. She's a little more indigenous with a Negro nose. Yeah, her, okay? Talking about her, that mentality. Okay, the police also killed Jordan Baker here in Houston. That's not the police. The coon with the Hispanic cop. Okay, the black coon, black Sakai Uncle Ruckus, and in Portugal, they were trying to racially profile their brother here in Houston. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. So when I'm talking about Portugals, I'm not talking about people that Hispanic people who are inter-races who are from Latin America call those who born here. Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the mentality. Because in order to be a Portugal, you try to be like the white man. And I'm not saying every white man is racist, and I'm mixed with Caucasian besides black and Indian. Hello, but the white racist mentality. This is what these folks are trying to, and it's just like the. And as I tell people who African Americans, stop thinking that every Hispanic is the same way. No, they don't. That because she a group, I mean the whole race do the same thing. The whole, I mean, those are ethnicity, but still they see me as a race. Okay, get my drift. Okay, thank you. But going after the reason why I'm bringing the historical stuff because since they were classified as white, um, they had no reason. I mean, the mentalities because I grew up telling their parents when I want me to marry a daughter because they had racist mentality, but they might have a black grandma down the family tree. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of Spanish men was sleeping with both indigenous and black Afro Mexican women down there in Mexico where it was slaves in colonial Spain. Well, it was colonial. It was called New Spain, whatever Spain, but it was colonial Mexico at the time. Okay, the caste system. Okay, so when I hear a Hispanic person call somebody the N word, it's like, well, I can call you inferior, but don't call me the W word, which I don't call it. I don't use that word or the SPIC word, but I can disrespect you, and I'm glad you allowed me to disrespect me. And then y'all brothers and sisters, especially the brothers, call yourselves niggas. Y'all show disrespect to each. I mean, it's like, dang, you might as well go after Ku Klux Klan and hang you. That word is not a good word. I don't know what the. You can't call me coon and sell out when you sell out. Y'all don't want us being sellouts in the coons. Because as Civil Rights was trying to get rid of that word, I understand Richard Pryor messed up until he went to Africa and realized he shouldn't use that word. Okay? It was already too late. You know what I'm saying? Y'all glorify that word. One thing I might call George Zimmerman a nigga because he is of partial African descent, along with Spanish, Indian, and German as well. Okay? Point is, he has no reason to kill a brother because he want to be white, 100%. Even though he's part, non-Hispanic white. So, point is, I had to call it like I call my Portugal nigga. But I don't go around and call myself a nigga or call my brothers nigga or look at that nigga there. Yeah, what's up, my niggas? Oh, yeah. See how ghetto and buffoonish and cooning it is? Shoes. It's ratchet, it's cooning, it's every negative thing you want to call. You want to go ahead and call the Ku Klux Klan. Hey, call me a nigga. I like it. And just like, for example, who's being news? What's the light skinned big dude? Um, Suge Knight. Say on TMZ, and I did a video about that last year before that. Yeah, he rather be called a nigga than African American and black. Well, he might go to Ku Klux Klan and tell him to call an election. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect, he gangster and all that, but I'm just using an example. He's like, y'all love what's up with the word nigga? And going back to Chiquis, like I said, when I hear Hispanic person, whether they Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever, I don't care. I know they mixed up with African, Spanish, I know all of that, okay? But it was not classified as that, and some of the people, not all, but they were better because they had a classification, a white classification, and they felt they can disrespect, call us on top of mayates, everything. Then tell us not to marry their daughters. But yeah, they're jammed to drop on Temptations or some. But I'm saying some oldies. I don't understand that mentality. So when I see Chickies, I'm glad she's apologizing. I'm glad she's apologizing that she should not use that word she shouldn't because if it's wrong for that black dude, her friend, to call her a W word, SPIC word, it's also wrong for her to use the N word. Okay, just like J Lo. Jennifer Lopez when we call SPIC, and they do call it. And man, people Hebrew. I love Puerto Rico is owned by the United States, and Puerto Ricans are citizens. Okay, of this country. But by her them being Hispanic, there are people who do call them the B word because they don't want them here. Okay, and so if J Lo don't want to be called them words, don't use the N word. I understand you call. I mean, I really don't get offended when Hispanic call each other that N word, but when they call me, thinking that I accept that, or call my brothers and sisters that, I do get offended. And and that's one thing I want y'all to understand. If you don't want, if you, I mean, one thing, a Hispanic girl who's Puerto Rican, she was a cool girl. I like her too. But she was married. I mean, we wasn't hooking up, okay? We're back in 2001, I think, just after that doggone Bush inauguration, okay? And I was going to a job interview for an apartment job 'cause I was trying to get out of my family house. And we met. Her husband is part black and part Mexican. And I'm not big on corporal punishment, you know that. But she whooped her child for saying the N word, her daughter. And even though I'm not for corporal punishment, I do give her credit teaching her daughter how to say the N word. And she said her brother, who, because people think they're Mexican, and they're not. Here in Houston, they think they're Mexican, but they're not. They're Puerto Rican. He said, "Why everybody call me the WBITCK word? I'm not no Mexican. These black folks call me that." And she said, "Do you call me?" Yeah, I said my nigga this and he said that's the reason why, because you've been disrespecting them. And I'm glad she caught the drift. She said, "I don't use that word." And she said the same thing. If you don't want them to call them the B word, don't call them the, you know what I'm saying? So, like Fat Joe, I know he's Cuban Rican still. I don't want. I mean, I would like to hear it. And Angela Martinez said her using the N word too. I know she's Puerto Rican too. And South Park Mexicans, Carlos Croy here in Houston. I didn't like some words saying the N word. I love my girl Paula. She's like the Latin little Kim. She's Chicana. But here, and I don't like her N word. And so is Poncho V. I mean, still. So I mean, call out names. I know Chicano rap in California use the N word. I'm glad y'all Chicano rappers in California don't do that, okay? In their music. But in the Latino rap, Chicano here in Texas, they use I know because they're black, I don't ghetto, but Conan friends go around and use that word. And they think it's okay because they're not cocoa white. But don't forget, a couple years back in Jim Crow, some, not all, not stereotype, I said some, well, think they were better than you, so they were classified as white, but they wasn't treated like white folks. And I mean, they, the mentality. I'm better. I don't look so Negroid, and you get my point. I don't have this type of hair. No, you know what I'm saying. Some got them lips, though, them big lips, and that little curl in their hair too. I mean, it's kinky, but you get my point. That's how I know about they don't see about them being Afro mestizo. So that's the whole reason why I'm making this video. Let y'all know that's what I feel about this. I had to bring his sister to back me up on it. Um, So that's why I mean, I'm glad she apologized. She learned her lesson. It wasn't that long ago. Jennifer Lopez learned her lesson on "I'm Real" and remix. And I let you know she didn't put the word nigga in. I what she say? I'm on my business. Hold on. They don't hear me though. I tell them mind the business. I tell them niggas how my business. They don't hear me though. And okay, they rap, the remix. Ja Rule, his cooning behind. Although I like his music, his cooning behind is the one that's put the word on her remix. And she was dumb enough. I love Jennifer Lopez, but she was dumb enough to and say, okay, so if I hook up with a Hispanic rapper and I said the BITCK or you think I'll get away with that? No, no, I wouldn't get away with that. So that's my point of the video. Chiquis, gracias. Okay, thank you for apologizing. At least I can take your serious because I can say when you said my niggas, you talking about your friends and they mostly are Hispanic. Include that black dude. I mean, I can include him as well, being dumb and cooning. Okay, but don't use the N word, okay? Please don't. And it goes for all the Latinos. I don't care what Hispanic country you come from. Don't use it. Please don't use it. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad. I don't condone his people being racist toward Hispanic people. I don't condone it either. But that's no different if you call, you know what I'm saying, a nigga and a WBI. I mean, just come on, y'all. I mean, I mean, these are white racist words. White racists made the PW word and N word and SPIC. Why? So why are we using these words and glorifying them? And since you want to use with African bloodline, cause here they got black blood in them. I know about that. Okay, But the one person I say you can call the word nigga to is George Zimmer because he showed out he was white, killing Trayvon. Shoes. And then he used his black grandfather or great grandfather as an excuse to get out of trial. You see how dumb it is? So funny. You don't want nobody to know you got black in you. But when you about to go to jail for killing a black a person of African descent, and you want to feel and show you're not racist, yeah, you use your black ancestry as an excuse. But the whole time, you ain't claiming to be part of your black roots. You didn't want nobody to know about it. Everybody was assuming that you just mestizo, but you just denied. Talking about George Zimmer. So y'all get my point. You know, well, I got black because I hear that too. Even some Dominican and Puerto Rican. One of the Puerto Rican guy, he was Cuban Rican by the way, just like Fat Joe. And I had to tell him, hey, don't use that word nigga towards me. We got into a big argument about that. And he said, and we got into an argument, and he called me stupid Negro. I mean, so funny. He want to hate Mexicans and deny they had black. Even we got to argue about that. But yeah, he talk about that and talk about that I'm black. Yeah, he said he was black. Sure did. So I said, dude, you Afro Bastille, so you're Latino. What's the difference? Just I know it's unnecessary, but still, because of that classification situation, you get my point. And he even felt that if he was because he was selling overtime. I said, dude, you in Texas since you black or brown. If you black or brown, you or will be put in jail since you Latino. Don't think that I got light skin. I can get by with this. That portrait, here we go. That portrait mentality. They don't care if a bunch of Latino men with your complexion. I want to tell them who are Mexican or either Puerto Rico, wherever the Hispanic group they are, locked up for selling those like the brothers, or who are light and dark, whoever. Okay. Texas is a racist state. Hello? It's a KKK state. If you black or Hispanic, if you have black or Hispanic roots, because we all mixed, you're behind getting in trouble if you sell dope, do a crime, anything. You gotta be lily white, pure white, or maybe past white, and nobody know about you got something else in you, and have money to survive in that doggone situation. But he got in an argument. He called me all type of stupid Negro. This is a Cuban Puerto Rican, okay? And you know what I'm saying, and then I'm like, dude, you can't talk bad about Mexican. He says the same stuff. It says, well, I'm black though. Well, dude, once again, you're Afro Latino. You're not African American. Okay, that's the difference. I'm sorry that. Okay, of course we both have African roots, but your families was slave there, not in the United States. And the more lighter they got, and their hair was not straight, and his nose was not big, and lips was not wide, and more skin, you know what I'm saying? And they started looking more different through their race mixture, just like in Mexico, Puerto Rican, Cuba, wherever. When they came here, which is, I know Mexico was already here in the Southwest, I understand that. And also the ones I ruled, and I hit Puerto Rico. So meaning it was, and I heard that in Puerto Rico, if you had one drop of white blood, you were considered white. So that mentality, when they start coming, I mean they was already here, but when they started coming after the civil rights movement, it was different. But when they was before the civil rights movement, they was actually listed as white, and you know that mentality. Oh, I'm bad. Don't marry no Negroes. Don't marry no Negroes, as they say. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole reason why. So, because like I say, people say in Texas, because I understand there are some places Mexicans work, sit in the back of the bus and couldn't see them like go to white swimming pools, everything. But here in Houston, Mexicans work to sit in the white. I mean, other Hispanic too, unless you don't look like Sammy Sosa, okay? You will sit in the front of the where white people are, and that was going on. My grandparents would tell me. I mean, they would in older folks would tell me that. I was shocked about that. I was like, how the heck that happened? And as I did more research, I found out. So that's what I'm let y'all know. And I know, and just like this dude, the friend, so-called friend I told you about that I don't talk no more. He's Cuban and Dominican, Cuban Puerto Rican, and he had to call me all black, stupid niggas and a stupid Negro and all that stuff. And you know what I'm saying? This is a Puerto Rican, Cuban Porcho. He started acting like, you know what I'm saying? He sure got in Texas real fast. You know what I'm saying? So the Southern came out of me when I said that. So that's something that you know. So we not amigos no more. You know what I'm saying? And I don't consider him out, even though we all have, since he is an Afro mestizo and he got black blood in him, I don't consider him as a minor to me. No, you're not, but if you watch this video, dude, do not come on and call me on my phone, try to be friends. No, dude. I didn't, and one thing I told myself, I didn't call you no W word or SPIC word. What the heck you call me a stupid Negro and all other stuff. That's how I let you know that you're not African American. I know African Americans who dumb and stuff hate would say stuff like that, but this was coming from a person acting like a white racist person who is not classified as black, and even though his father looked like his father's Puerto Rican, right? The mother is a so-called white Cuban. You know, I don't believe that white Cuban, black Cuban mess. They mix. Um, yeah, he looked like she looked almost like Bill Cosby, as he say. Still, when they see me and him, what they see, even though we're mixed, they see a black man and a Hispanic man. Okay, so you know, so anyway, that's all I gotta say, and I'm gonna let you know. That's why I told him don't use that nigga word around me. You know what I'm saying? I understand your stupid coon and black friends, because they're making us look bad. So I call stupid coon black friends, making us look bad, thinking the whole race allow y'all to say the N word. No, we don't. I don't go around. No, I tell my Hispanic one of the Hispanic not too long ago. Oh yeah, this nigga, this yeah. You know how we niggas, excuse me, don't refer me as the N word. You might, well, that's how my black. Okay, that's them. Them coons and buffoons make us look bad, man. Thugs and ghetto and ratchet and all that other stuff. The hood rat, and the thug. Yeah, hang with that kind of people. But when they do something wrong, this is one thing. Before I close, one thing when they do hang around the bad black folks, okay, when they do something bad to them, especially when it's in a racist sense, what they say, all black people do that. You get my point? Instead of letting the affluent people, African American, who upscale, who go to school, who work, who maybe they did something wrong, they changed life around, or they never did anything, never get in trouble with law. They don't hang with those people, our people who are like that. But they hang with the negative ones, because that's cool and everything. Like when I was in El Paso, I'm not saying every Mexican girl, Hispanic girl down there, but I saw some, like a crowd, wanted brothers who are, no matter what they share, dog alike, who are thugging. I couldn't get a Mexican girlfriend because I wasn't a accountable black dude. I guess I was, and I know he Dominican. I know Alfonso Ribeiro is Dominican to play cards. And yeah, Alfonso know that he plays a lot of his way. You know, the cards is Dominican. Okay, I guess I was a card type, which I don't mind because at least carding was positive. But this dude, they wanted the ghetto and the ratchet ones. And then, well, I guess when you have something do something wrong to you, you're going to say, all niggas act the same way. I'm telling you. See, that's what I'm saying. They don't want to hang around influent and educated, intelligent black people, but they want to hang around with the cool, but I like, dang, shoot. And those are called coons because I ain't talking about what they are selling out to because they're acting like the Jim Crow racist stereotypes that was put against us. That's why when our family, when our people went up north to Chicago, they was not welcome there because it's all the birth of nation. They show all the black stereotypes on there. You see what I'm saying? So the ratchet, ghetto, trashy ones, man, who don't want to do nothing but sell dope and do dope. You know what I'm saying? And making us look like a bunch of Sambos. That's what y'all want to hang with that kind of people. But y'all want to say all black people do this. But when I'm the proof that show you that I don't do that type of stuff. So that's why that I made this video, y'all. I know it's almost a 50-minute video. It's worth watching and see how unique and thank God I am unique by heart. There's no faking it. Okay. But that's what I feel about this, and I'm letting y'all know that's how I feel about the situation with Chiquis, and the reason I brought some history into so you know where I'm coming from. Okay, Chiquis, they were my favorite girl on Love. I Love Jenny, and what's the Chiquis and Roxy on Mundos. Please don't do that no more. I actually like you. I actually like you. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, please. Baby. And I don't call her no more. No, I don't call that portrait. I don't call that. Okay, don't go there with me with that, y'all. Okay. But, you know what I'm saying? And then, too, Tell your Coco black friend to pick up a book, a history book, and read it, and stop trying to be the stereotype. I mean, can and do please, my Latina sister, find some affluent, intelligent black folks. I mean, we not pure black, so let me say this: I judge African American descendant folks, whether they dark skin, light skin, hair, can get away straight, whether they look like you, because some of us do look like Hispanic folks who are very good. We got that race mixing that came in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just find all types of colors of us, shades of us, heritage of us who upscale and affluent. Don't hang with thugs, no matter what the shade is, thugs and all that. Please stop hanging with that type of crowd. Because soon as they do something wrong, you'll say all of us act the same way we don't. That's all I understand. Well, some of them thugs slap y'all around, beat you, whatever. Do y'all want women who are not in the African American community? When they do, they these thugs. Say like the sisters do too. When they these thugs and these, to make us look bad, then they do something. Y'all want to say all of us do the same thing? We ain't. And I ain't never done anything like that. So you know what I'm saying? Just like for example, I had to cut down, hang around with cholos. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought that was cool. But when they start doing some deep stuff and I want my name involved in that. No, no. I mean I like the style, I like the low rider, trust me, I like that. But if they ride involved in crime and all other stuff, I can't. And same with some brothers who happen to be the thugs, and they involved in crime and all other stuff. Oh no, I don't want my name involved in that. Cause it's in there to follow crowd. One thing my great grandma told my grandmother, my grandma told me on my dad's side, never to follow crowd. Cause something happened, you be in trouble. Hanging with the wrong crowd. Anyway, bye bye. Have a nice day.